Oh.
Oh. The light here. Let me look at this.
Oh, Carys.
What is it?
Oh, that's weird.
I think it's just like a
That is disgusting.
I just think you need an antibiotic. And
What do you think it is? It's worms?
Oh my god, do you want me to? Oh, god, can I incise that?
What do you wait? What does
No,
that
no.
mean? What if it's flies?
Oh, what is going on?
This all happened within a day. Gross.
The color of all your other toes.
This is the content people want. My gross toes. And that was the first lady. Do you feel different? Do you feel changed? Why is there an ambulance too?
Just in case.
In case she gets shot. In case she... We're at Lacka Beach today. So let's check out Lacka Beach with Felicity's last day. No, it's not happy. It's not happy. It's sad. Sad she's leaving. Everyone's leaving. Oh wow, this is so nice. So sorry, crab. I'm so sorry.
This vlog is gonna pop off.
Oh look, you're living it. This is for people coming.
I didn't realize you were filming this. I'm usually attacking this way.
Oh no, that's why I'm filming you.
It's time for Lacka Beach.
Alright guys, Lacka Beach, 10 out of 10. Do recommend. You will sing the song Waka Waka the entire time you are here. Smaller beach, less people, good food. Come one, come all. Alright, so today Felicity is leaving. I'm really sad. I think I'm gonna have to do an entirely separate video on can I speak today? Yes. To do an entirely separate video on what goodbyes are like on the ship, because it's all I've lived my whole life saying goodbye, and so people are like, you must be used to it, you must be used to it, and yet there is something different about the Global Mercy. I think being in a season where we're filling the Africa Mercy and we're a bigger ship and we have more short-termers, there's even more goodbyes than I remember. So I think I'll make a separate video just to process what that part of ship life is like. But for now, I'm gonna go to the dock, say goodbye to Felicity, who's been here from the beginning when I arrived. And then I have to make ashes with our other chaplain, Larry, for Ash Wednesday. So all in a day, all in a Saturday on the Global Mercy. We're gonna go burn the palm leaves from last year they used for Easter on the dock. We have the captain's permission. It's a whole thing. And hopefully we make some good ashes and don't have to use the ones from the incinerator, because that would be very, very, very not cool, not kosher. It's a glamorous job. But I think what's really cool, I mean, as you know, Larry, about the ship is that ecumenical community, a lot of people grew up doing this, but then a lot of people, it's their first time.
Yeah.
So it's nice that they can have that experience of just realizing that there's lots of ways to connect to God, and sometimes the liturgical calendar is so like overlooked. I think it's just such an important tradition to be willing to lament, to be willing to say, yeah, we actually are mortal and we will die, but we don't have to be afraid because we will return to the one who created us. In the meantime, life can be a little hard, and God's kingdom has space for that. We don't have to fake it. We don't have to be just like happy all the time.
my name's Adeline. I'm from Germany, Black Forest, if you know. I came to the ship. That is quite a long story, but it actually began with your videos, which is fun. 5 years ago, my mom told me about mercy ships, and as any 15-year-old, I would Google about it, and what did I find? Your vlogs. So that was very funny. So I always wanted to come, and but I was 15, so no possibility to come. Unfortunately, I would have had to convince my whole family to move. So I just followed the vlogs, and I always said, I'm gonna come after high school and be here. And then COVID hit, so that was great as well. So I started studying. I'm in med school in Germany. I thought, okay, that's gonna be a plan for later, not for now, right now. But I got a break in my studies for different reasons. So I applied a year before, actually. It took quite a while. They told me, sorry, we don't need you. And I thought, okay, the Lord is closing the doors, so maybe for another time again. This year, I got the offer letter. Just before that, you posted a video that you were coming to the GLM. I was like, okay, God, if you want me there, then open all the doors. And he did. Been here for almost 2.5 months, I think. Well, over 2 months, definitely. And today is my last day.
Before we get into what it's like to be on your last day, tell us about what job you do on the ship and what that has been like.
I am in hospitality, and guys, hospitality is the best. We are always around 5 people, and we are responsible for everyone that comes on ship. So if you arrive, we will embark you, do the paperwork, give you a ship tour, which is my favorite, personal. Then we prepare cabins, a lot of cabins. Be prepared that around 70% of our work is preparing cabins. But honestly, it's so much fun. We have music on and we're laughing. So I am non-medical, which is always fun to explain to people that I'm serving on a hospital ship as a med student, but doing nothing medical. But I do love it because you get to know from the hospital as well, because we're allowed. I didn't know that, by the way, that you're allowed to visit the hospital. I didn't really get that. Yes, you can every evening between 6:30 and 8:30. So you get to know the patients, you get to know the nurses, you get to know the stories, because we talk about it in community gatherings and all hands meetings. So we meet every other day and we will talk about it. So it's not separated that much. It is integrated in the life.
I just was wanting to reflect a bit on your last day, and as you leave this ship, you know, we spend so much time giving and pouring ourselves out, and yet we also leave filled. We also leave receiving. So as you are leaving the ship, like, what is something that you're going to carry with you when it comes to a story or a value or something you've learned that means that when you go back home, you are changed because of being here?
So the sense of just being open and welcoming, I was so surprised how welcoming and open everyone was, no matter what position they were in. So even if you feel like, oh, they're this and that, they don't want to talk to me, they don't want to get to know me. For example, your parents were one of those that I just sat with. So her mom was in front of my line and was like, would you mind if I sit with you? And she was like, yeah, sure, come with us. So I sat with them. That was great. I loved it. Just being open and not overthink everything. Just go for it and just ask a group if you can join. And otherwise, ask questions. Don't be shy. I do have quite the reputation here. If you ask people around, mostly the officers, they will tell you that I love asking questions. For example, did you know why it's called Monkey Island?
No, I don't.
You have a compass on the bridge, right?
Yeah.
So in the 1850s, when the steamships were introduced, the compass didn't work anymore. So they tried to put it as high as possible so it would work again. So they put it over the bridge. So the bridge is where we navigate this ship. They put it over there on top and it worked again. But you have a compass, you want to read it, right? Yeah. So they had to climb up to read it. So it's called Monkey Island.
You're like,
there you go. And then
I've lived
the
that shit
compass.
my whole life and didn't know that.
Well, there you go. Ask questions.
Yeah.
And underneath the cover is the compass. You see the light grey cover?
Yeah.
You have to show that later.
I will.
So, and you can read the compass from the bridge. There's like a periscope. And then you can still read the compass that's up here. So if everything would stop working, you could still read.
Still go.
It's still there.
I love fun facts, and I love that you can just say, why don't I believe the best, and just believe you're for me and ask questions.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, you're very welcome.
And I'm so glad we got to chat and have this special connection.